Hi, I'm Johnny from Erbert Lawns, and today I want to talk about a fungus that exists in most lawns. It's called leaf blight. The technical term is ascophytal leaf blight. And as you can see looking at this lawn, you can see the distressed areas in the lawn. And sometimes people think that the lawn is just dying because it needs a little more water, or it's an area that's in the sun quite a bit. But if you look real closely, you can see that this lawn has this disease called leaf blight. As I get down here and pull a blade of the grass, and let me find one here for you. Here's a good one. And I know this may be hard to see with the camera, but if you take a look at this leaf, you can see how the top starts to narrow. This is pretty much a textbook example of what leaf blight looks like. Sometimes you'll see some brown or even black rust spots on the green area of the leaf to also demonstrate that it has this fungus. And you can't really notice this until you get on your hands and knees and start to inspect the blades of grass yourself. So if you feel like you have a problem, that's the first thing you want to do. If I were you, the question I would now ask is, how do you treat leaf blight? And the answer is that you can spray it with a fungicide. You can hire a company like ourselves, or you can go to Home Depot or Lowe's or any local hardware store and get a fungicide to spray this with. The directions will be on the bottle, but generally what they're going to have you do, or what they're going to say, is to spray this area and let it sit as long as possible without mowing it. And when I say as long as possible, maybe 3 to 5 days, because since it's a leaf disease, the longer you let it sit on the leaf of the grass, the more time it has to soak in and attack that fungus. And so you're going to want to treat this 2 times. And first, once you give it your first spray, and again, you want to just spray the infected areas. You don't have to spray your entire lawn, just the infected areas. Once you spray it, let it sit, wait as long as you can to mow, and then wait 2 more weeks and spray it 1 more time. You'll notice that things will start to clean up, areas will start to green up a little bit. The way this lawn is destroyed, it's not too bad. So you'll notice in about 3 to 4 weeks that the bluegrass in this lawn will start to regenerate and heal itself. I have seen lawns that have much more damage than this, and areas that are killed really bad. And you cannot expect the lawn to come back so quickly in that type of scenario. If the lawn is actually dead, you're going to need to reseed or resod those particular areas. And you want to note that when we spray this, it doesn't mean it's all going to turn green. It just means it's going to stop it from spreading, so the grass can kind of come in and overtake the bad stuff with the good stuff. So a lot of times when we spray for customers, especially if they have it bad, they think we're going to spray this and it's all going to go away. But that's not true. You're still going to need to replant with seed or sod if that happens. Again, I'm Johnny with Erbert Lawns. Thanks for joining me today.